Welcome to week 2 of Polarathon! It is week 2 of Polarathon, as you will have noticed from the introduction, and I am cold, very cold. It has been a very snowy month so far and very cold. It's minus 26 outside, I think, today, and that's Celsius, so don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, but it's cold either, no matter where you look at it. But this week, I am going to be continuing with The Secret History by Donna Tartt, which was my pick for the white cover. And I've actually gotten 326 pages into it now. And I'm finding it a lot more tolerable than I was before. So we'll keep reading that and hopefully finish that one this week because I got to get it back to the library. Then I am continuing with the Arctic Grail, which is this massive tome. And I am 157 pages in now. I'm getting to the Lost Franklin expedition, so that's getting quite interesting. I have been doing some annotating in it, and I'm very, very much enjoying it. I love Pierre Burton's writing, so continue reading that one throughout the month. That was for the nonfiction and for Arctic Adventure. And then I am also in the middle of The Sanatorium by Sarah Pierce. This one I am on page 192, and this one is getting really, really interesting. I am really enjoying it. I'm starting to really like the characters. The character of Ellen. I'm really liking her now, and things have gotten really bad. Let's just put it that way. So there's things are very sinister. There is a avalanche that has now blocked their path out, and there's I think about 35 of them left there at the hotel, and there is the girl who's gone missing, and the other girl who we know was kidnapped from her scenes at the very beginning, and it's getting very, very, very scary. So I'm enjoying it a lot. So I'm going to finish those books. And then the other two that I'm definitely going to try and do this week. I want to read The Full Moon Coffee Shop this week by Mei Mochizuki. This one is going to be my book for the cozy and the warm reads. So I'm looking forward to that one for a bit of a change of pace. And then I am hoping, if I can get done Secret History, I'm hoping to read If We Were Villains by M.L. Rio. This one would cover my black cover prompt and also chilling prompt, because murder and all that fun stuff. So those are the ones that I'm aiming for this week, and we will see how it goes. I'm hoping to maybe do a few cozy things with you guys on this vlog. While I'm reading my cozy book, I'll maybe try and bake some cookies and have a nice latte, those fun little things to do. And I've got a little bit of a trip that I got to take this week to go trim some donkey feet. And yeah, I will let you know how things go, and I'll take you along whenever I can on my journeys. So I will see you guys soon with an update. Well, I finished The Sanatorium last night by Sarah Pierce. This one was a good one. I gave it 4 stars. I really enjoyed the overall thriller. It was very edge of your seat for a lot of it, which was fun. I thought it was a really solid thriller. I wasn't totally blown away by it, but I thought it was a really solid thriller. I found the characters were enjoyable. I liked the fact that there was good anxiety representation, as I deal with anxiety, and so a main character that was having to deal with anxiety attacks was good to read about. I would say probably the things that took it down a little bit for me was for the first about half, I wasn't sure how I felt about the main character, but then she really grew on me, and I'm really looking forward to reading more books about her. And then there were just a couple of things that I felt like I was kind of wondering what the point to them was, if they were just there to be red herrings or if they had some deeper meaning that I didn't quite get because I was finishing it at like 3 a.m. So, but I did really enjoy it. I liked the ending. I liked the way the epilogue set it up for the next book. And overall, a very good read, a fun read. So now I can mark off some of the prompts on my Polarathon game. So I will take you down to my book and show you that. So this is the page in my reading journal. So I can mark off the book here. There. And then I decided I'm going to use my light green pen to mark these off. So I've got, let's see if I can focus it. Yeah, so I had snowy cover. Icy. Snowy. And winter read. So those are the prompts that I've done so far. So that's 4 out of the 16. So I will keep on reading and keep on keeping on and see how many of these I can get marked off. Hello. Hi, Raven. What you doing? So I thought I would update you guys on the books that I've been reading this week. I started the Full Moon Coffee Shop, and I have now gotten into the second part, which is, I am on page 94. And so far, I'm enjoying this one. It's very well written, and I've been marking a few things, quotes that I really liked in it. It's not quite what I was expecting, but at the same time, it's really good. So in the first part, you're following this woman who is a screenwriter. She was on top of the world at one point, and then she fell out of favor, essentially. And now she is barely eking her way by. She goes down to this hotel coffee shop to meet with this director who she used to work with, because she had sent her a pitch in the past. And this director meets with her for coffee and then tells her that the executives rejected her pitch. So she's kind of devastated, and she's sitting there in this coffee shop when these two men come by, an older man and a younger man. And they start talking to her about her screenwriting and the fact that they are fans of hers, which she thinks is a little bit weird, but that seem to know that things aren't going well. And they give her a card saying, go to this place. It's a full moon tonight. Go to this place and visit the Full Moon Coffee Shop, and it'll help. So she's not going to do it at first because she thinks this is just crazy, but she finds herself downtown in Kyoto anyway. So she goes to this location and comes across the Full Moon Coffee Shop and the cats that run it. And so from there, you're learning about her. And then in the second part, you're actually following that director, which I just started that part. But the book itself is very, very heavy on astrology, which I'm not really into myself, but I'm still enjoying it for the sake of the book. And I'm finding it kind of interesting, even though I'm not really into that stuff. So it's definitely enjoyable. And I just thought I'd check and see what some of these quotes that I marked were and see if there's something that I want to share with you. I kind of liked this one. It was the cat who runs the cafe looks at the woman and says, "Never really had a good cry before, have you? You know, when things feel tough or frustrating, crying can do you a world of good. Water washes everything away." I just really liked that quote because we're always taught that it's weak to cry, and I really liked that quote. And I also liked they were talking about how everything changes, how everything progresses. So like cold water becomes hot water, then the leaves turn it into tea, and then the milk turns it into something completely different again. It goes through phases. And then the guy who's running the cat who's running the cafe says, "The tea starts out as water, but experience transforms it entirely." And then they're talking about how the same goes for people. You start out as one thing, and then your experiences in your life transform you into other things, but not everybody starts out as the same thing. Sometimes some people start out, the way he describes it is, some people start out as water to make tea, and some people start out as the milk, and other people start out as something completely different. They start out, say, as earth and end up in a different location. And I really kind of liked that concept. I want to give that a little bit more thought because I really liked that concept. Remember how just now you compared life to the journey taken by a cup of tea? Cold water becoming hot, hot water becoming tea, and so on. Well, different people start from different places. Some might start out as milk, not water, or maybe something entirely different, like earth. For example, the earth might become clay. The earth might become clay one day become a building. So someone who was born as earth might realize that they'll never become a cup of tea no matter how hard they try. So it's about finding your place in the world, which I liked. And Oh, this was an interesting part. They were talking about how the change in the world, we're in a period where the world is kind of in a revolution. And he says, if humans knew how to face up to their problems properly, if they could just manage to be a bit less rigid about everything, then a more peaceful revolution would be possible, which is something to really think about. And there's also this line here about, once war breaks out, you're not getting your old life back. All you could do is wait for the war to be over and then try to build a new world. And again, that's another one that the thing about this book is it's giving me lots of things to think about, which I like. And let me just see what the other tab I put in here was, if it's something worth telling you about. Oh yeah, this was nice. Understand yourself and you'll be able to care for yourself. As long as you do that, you'll shine like the star that you are. And so much of life and the struggles we face is because we don't really understand ourselves. And that's something that I've been coming to learn about in the last year here as I've been dealing with some pretty big things in my life. So I'm really enjoying it. Definitely, it's looking like for sure probably at least a 4-star for me. So that's cool. And then I made quite a bit more progress in The Secret History by Donna Tartt. I am now finally 70% through. I'm on page 394. I'm hoping to finish this one today if I can, because I want to get it off my plate. It is not my style of book. I'm pushing through it because it's for a vlog, but it is not my style of book. So anyways, and then I've been continuing to read the nonfiction one as well. So I'm looking at having a bit of a reading afternoon and evening today because this is one of my days off, and I will be trying to finish some of these books and then maybe get started on some of the other ones. Oh, and I also wanted to show you guys something cool that I got in the mail the other day, and it's so pretty. So this is my copy of Water Moon that I got, and isn't this one of the most pretty books you've ever seen? Like, this isn't quite as pretty as some of the versions that I saw online that people were getting from subscription boxes, but I love this cover, and I really, really like the end papers. It's got like the description for how you can actually fold the cover to make it into this boat. And this is what the cover looks like. And then what I really like, oh yeah, and then there's these characters there. But what I really, really like is I love this undercover. Like, that is so pretty. I find this book just gorgeous. So I'm really hoping I like it because it's very pretty. So I'm going to be hopefully reading that one in March for a book club I'm taking part in. So I just thought I'd show you guys that because I think it's just such a pretty book. So I'm going to get on to doing some reading now. Well, week 2 has come to an end, and I am very happy to say that I finally finished this book. Oh my God. Last night I finished The Secret History by Donna Tartt. And I'm not going to tell you a lot of my thoughts about it, although you could probably guess, because I will be putting it into my Dark Academia vlog. But it did get 2.5 stars from me. And I finally finished it. Oh my God, I finally did it. Sigh of relief. So this one was for my white cover, so I will mark that off in the book. This week I also did finish The Sanatorium, which you guys know about, which I marked off a bunch of things for finishing that one. And I made progress in the Pierre Berton book, and I made progress. I got about halfway through The Full Moon Coffee Shop, which I'm enjoying. So that's where I'm at right now for Polarathon. So I will take you guys down to my table and show you me crossing some things off of my list. And I just realized I'm wearing the same sweater again that I've been wearing lots of times this week. It's because it's my new favorite sweater. And it's still -20 outside, so, you know, I need to stay warm. So I will take you down to my desk and we will open up my journal and cross some stuff off of there. Okay, so here's my reading journal with my Polarathon readathon. Oh, and there's Raven. Raven, hi. Are you watching me? Hi. He's like, leave me alone. I'm trying to sleep. Anyway, so where's my pen here? I've got my pen. All right, so I can mark off that I read The Secret History by Donna Tartt. And then I can color in my white cover. So there we go. I have finished 5 of the prompts so far, and hopefully I'll be able to mark more off soon. So this will be heading on now to week number 3 of Polarathon. I'm behind where I wanted to be, obviously, since I have only finished 2 books in the first 2 weeks. But I have made progress, distinct progress in The Full Moon Coffee Shop and in the Pierre Berton nonfiction, which is massive. So I will see you guys soon on week 3.